You guys know what time it is. Get strapped in and ready for some good times. This is the Blowed Out Podcast. What's up, everybody?
What up?
Your favorite fatty with a natty and Matty without a natty.
Yeah.
As usual, live from the beautiful, luxurious Blowed Out Podcast
Blowed Out
Studios.
Podcast Studio.
Right.
We're rocking it.
Yep.
Well, we got the fancy AstroTurf in here, so it's,
Dude, that is premium outdoor carpet.
it is. I dig it. It needs a severe washing, but yeah.
Well, it's kind of weird. We're still trying to get a little feel for it because it's the first time that it's just been the OGs.
In a while.
Yeah. Noelle is off getting her sin on.
Yeah. Yeah. She's at a convention.
Some sort of employment event.
Yeah.
In
the Vegas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ew. She's going to come back smell like hookers and blow.
Right. Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I'm all right.
Yeah, just rub it on me.
Yeah.
I want to live vicariously through your Vegas stink.
Right. I don't know. I know she says every time she goes, she doesn't get a lot of time to do anything because she's
to spearmint rhino.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're always off, or she's always having to get things set up and just all sorts of stuff.
Ugh.
So
it sounds terrible.
Yeah.
But it's Vegas.
Yeah. So they got it all done today, earlier this evening, and then she said they were headed over to Cirque du Soleil.
Mm-hmm.
So
I forgot you told me that. They're going to go see some Eastern Bloc circus performers.
Asian.
Is it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No idea. I've never seen it.
People who are more flexible and talented than us.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. So she was doing that, but she said she'd probably end up falling asleep, and I haven't heard from her probably because she's still sleeping. She's probably still sitting in her chair.
Right.
Like I usually am at the movie theaters.
Yep. So we decided to go ham without her.
Yeah.
Sorry. Miss you, honey.
Yeah. Sorry you're not here.
Right.
You're missing the podcast pants tonight.
Right. Yep. And I don't have mine, of course. Pretty sure I'll find them in the lint trap at the dryer.
Yeah.
Because they're not very... I mean, well, they are. They are sizable, but there's still not a lot of material.
No.
They have a decent circumference. But they barely hold my stuff in. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
Well, mine don't usually hold my stuff in.
Right.
But for a whole different reason.
Yeah. Stuff just hanging out. So we figured we'd throw down. We've been jamming out, and Matt had a solid poop.
Pants off, dance off.
Right. So we should be good to go.
Right.
We're going to talk about God knows what.
Well, we're going to give a, I hate the word shout out. It's dumb. Lame.
All right.
It's flame. Like the boy was saying yesterday, I'd be flamed so hard.
Oh, yeah.
Dumb. But, Jackie over here at my Taco Land.
Absolutely.
You guys want some wicked asada tacos and al pastor and the lingua and everything else.
Yep.
Come on over here.
Yep.
It's great. She's
in the Dirty O.
Yeah.
In Ogden.
Yeah. Hit her up on Facebook and Instagram. It's My Taco Land, and I think My Taco Land 2. And
I don't know, but it's goddamn good.
Yeah. Their beer is fantastic. There's not
Yeah,
it's great. And she is fantastic. She's a wonderful woman.
Absolutely.
She's kind,
She's
wonderful, fun, funny.
Yeah. She'll swing around some tripa for you in the back.
Yeah.
And as much as I was terrified of the looks,
I know.
the lingua tacos are ridiculous. The flavor. Like I said, you got to get past the looks. Because I'm pretty sure there was taste buds on that one piece. But
I'm pretty sure there was too. And that's, I draw a line at any sort of cubed meat other than ham.
It was so good. The flavor was off the charts. It was fantastic.
It's just not right.
And we don't
typically
do that for a lot of people. Because
no,
a lot of places have a lot of hype. And more times than not, they fail to live up to the hype.
Yeah, miserably.
Yeah. So we don't necessarily burn folks unless it's really bad. But if you're in Utah or northern Utah and you see all the hype about a lot of places, we've tried a large percentage of them, and most of them don't live up to the hype.
Yeah.
Just for the record.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if you have no taste buds, maybe you'll like it.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's unfair to say that it sucks across the board, but
yeah,
I didn't get to be a fatty by not having a good palate.
Yeah.
So it's a safe bet. I mean, I'll mow pretty much anything, you know.
Oh, I will mow tacos.
Oh, yeah. That's what I mean. I'm fat, so I won't turn anything down, even if it sucks. But I will categorize it, you know, as that was edible, or that was, oh my God, that was good. You know.
Oh, all the tacos I've eaten have been pretty good.
From all the places.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Ha. Well, I see what you did there.
Yeah, that one went clean.
Yeah, I know it. Well, my hair's not grown out very far. I didn't have a lot to catch
there
it
are
with.
there's some that I've had that have not been fantastic.
Oh, yeah, there's some that I've had that taste funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I'm going
They
back.
get that tingle on your tongue. And,
like a 9-volt battery.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, just... yeah. But again, you know, like I said, I'll eat damn near anything. So there's a big difference between it'll make a turd and...
Except for salt and vinegar potato chips.
Nope, I'm out.
And those are fantastic.
No, they're not.
They're so good. Or a big toe.
Mother of God. So gross. If anyone out there is a fan of feet, you do you, but personally, I think they're foul, and possibly you too. I love you, but you're gross.
Fair.
As Bill said, y'all nasty.
Yeah.
Nah, keep your damn feet in your shoes or under the covers where they belong.
Yeah.
They don't belong in my mouth or on my face.
Or anywhere upon you.
Period. Yeah. And
one day that's going to change.
no,
You're going to be laying in bed one Sunday morning or late one Saturday night morning.
I'm sticking with you.
And you're going to have some little, I'm not going to say little because that's not right. You're going to have some sweet
Asian
taco next to you. No, you're going to have some woman next to you that
I like how it went from sweet taco to woman.
That your thoughts are not going, can you just go ahead and leave now?
Yeah. You missed your Uber?
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to be like, no, No, stay. I want you. Let's just fall asleep.
Yeah, I have twice, and look where that got me.
Okay, we'll go with that too.
Yeah.
And they're gonna just rub their little feet
No.
all up on your feet.
They
and
can rub their little feet right the fuck out the front door. Nasty. I'll go so far as, because they're like, my feet are cold or it's cold. We're snuggling. And I like to be Little Spoon because that's the only time in my life that I've been called little. So,
right.
All right, that's fine. You could put them like on the backs of my calves to warm them up.
Okay.
Not the small of my back, not my butt crack. And above my waist, whoa, you might get punched to your Uber. No.
Fair enough.
But I've done some stuff. You know this. I have done things that a lot of people consider nasty.
When?
Well, over the last 30 some odd years.
Yeah, I'm not buying.
Well, somewhere there is a Super 8 cassette, possibly from a party with 40 or 50 people watching me receive my first golden shower.
That's nothing.
But I know, but it's not terrible. But my point is, Christ, don't listen, kids. My point is I would rather you stand over me naked in the shower with your hot ass and do your thing, your front thing, not your back thing.
Do a number one, not a number two.
Yeah, number one, not a number two.
I'll take a number two. I mean, a number one.
On me in the shower. Then put your nasty ass feet on me.
Yeah,
I'll take pee over feet.
Oh. Okay. Oh, hey. You do you, boo.
I didn't say in my mouth because neither of those are an option, but I don't want your feet on my junk. You pee on my junk before you put your feet on my junk.
That's fair, but you know some women with some pretty nasty feet.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah. No, I won't say all of them.
Not just the ones I know.
I got these. You gotta have these nice, fancy, nice, soft, delicate.
Bro, I swear, when earlier you said you had a sliver in your foot.
I know you were going crazy.
We're at the shop, mind you, folks, and we've been working on metal bullshit all day, grinding and filing and welding and everything else. So Matt got a little metal sliver in his foot. He took off his Hey Dude and was messing with the bottom of his foot with his bare hands. And I'm pretty sure you got a nasty ass blister or a corn or something going on.
No, that's a callus right there.
Good Lord.
I wear work boots every day. What the heck do you expect?
I wear not work boots.
Yeah, I know. No, yours can be considered just boots.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
They're
you may wear them.
These aren't even boots.
Those aren't even work shoes. Those are just shoes.
I know.
You've got to work to be considered work shoes.
Also, these are comfy.
Okay.
They're kind of blowed out, just like this podcast.
Right?
Wow. There you go, Shane.
And your hammer toe.
Which one?
Exactly.
I have 10.
Exactly.
That's not true. My big toes aren't hammered. It's just all the nugs. It's just the little fellas.
You need to go get like a pedicure or something.
Oh,
Seriously.
yeah. That's what I need, is to recreate the fucking scene from Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
That's
one.
why you had no girlfriend.
Yeah, no girlfriend.
Yeah, with a bench grinder.
Yeah.
Oh, they're
either
jacked.
that, or I'm sending you down to the one with the fish that nibble at the skin on your dead skin on your feet.
God damn it.
And in all fairness, I don't think I could handle that either. It would creep me out. I can't.
I almost just dry heaved just you saying it. That's creepy shit.
Yeah. No, I'm not a huge...
You ever seen a 400-pound Jesus?
No.
Well, you let a fish touch my foot, and you'll see one, because I will walk on water. That's why I don't get in Pineview no more. A little cart comes up and gives me a little kiss while I'm trying to pee off the back of the boat. I will stand up and run across that water. Like a straight-up bitch. I'm fine with admitting it.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no. Keep the fish away from my feet.
That's fair.
Keep everything away from my feet. I would feel bad for the poor Vietnamese chick. And I realized that's...
I think she would feel bad, too.
Oh, she would.
No.
I guarantee she would.
No, me no like.
No.
You know, you take nasty feet out of here.
You're like, what? I don't know what she said, but I'm pretty sure she said, get out of here, fatty.
Yeah, I think she said, take them nasty hooves.
And I realized
get the hell out of here.
I realized that's blanketing folks who do pedicures. But in northern Utah, that's the folks.
Yeah.
They don't even put S's on the end of the places' names. It's not L.A.
Happy
Nail.
Nail.
It's
It's Happy Nail.
Yeah. Happy
Joy
Nail.
Nail.
Yeah. Not nails.
Nail Joy.
Yeah. It's just one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have one happy nail.
Yeah. It's Happy Nail. Yeah. Most people. Well, I shouldn't say most people. There are some people that have one happy nail. It's usually one of the pinkies.
Yeah. Yeah. And it smells like Coke.
Yeah. White Coke, not black Coke.
Right. Coke in a baggie, not a bottle.
Not in a bottle. Right. Not red label.
Tastes different.
No labeled Coke.
Cokey Walker. Cokey Walker White.
Cokey one Kenobi.
Well, at least we're sticking to the theme of random as shit.
Yeah.
All right. That's what we do.
Anyway, come hit up Jackie at the My Taco Land. It's fantastic.
That was a serious.
She's sweet as can be.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she's sweet. Well, I'm trying to keep it somewhat on track.
Okay.
We got to come back around.
Fair.
Yeah.
Keep me in line.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Make our way around. What was that Noodlehead used to say? We'll circle back to this.
Yeah. As long as she doesn't start saying, we'll peel back that onion. I swear to Christ.
I can't
I want to
stand
punch
listening to her
everyone in the face that ever says that.
Yeah.
And her.
She's epitome of whatever generation this is you want to call it.
Oh,
that everything is everybody else's fault.
Gen WTF.
Yeah. No.
And for anyone that hasn't listened to previous episodes, he's talking about KJP.
Yeah.
Whatever the hell her name is.
Jean-Pierre.
Yeah.
Jean-Pierre Claude Van Damme.
Yeah. I told you, though, I showed you that picture the other day. She was doing the press conference in an orange jumpsuit. I said, well, that's ironic because that's what she should be wearing.
Yeah. Well, that was the one because they had at that press conference, that was the first time that the president has been in that briefing room in his entire presidency.
Yeah, he did show up.
And they're claiming that he's throwing Scamala just to the wolves. And I listened to it and was like, it sounded like to me he was just saying, well, she's out doing this, but we're keeping her informed of what's going on. I didn't hear anything else. It's so dumb. I'm so tired of all the media. All the media. It's dumb. And
most of it
all
is
these
toxic.
all these ones on TikTok now. And it's just TikTok creators and everything else. You guys are starting to follow in the same footsteps as Fox and CNN and CBS. Right. And
so I say it's all toxic.
Yeah. I won't call it toxic. I mean, the best word for it is fake. They're making stuff up to fit their narrative.
That's the worst part is,
and it's
nobody,
dumb.
you can't even differentiate between what's real and what's not.
No, it's not. And now Elon Musk has come out, and he was at the rally in Michigan or something like that. It was just yesterday or today or something. And he just said, look, man, these people are, those people are trying to take, a lot of your freedoms away. And you're dumb. You're dumb to let them do it.
Right.
For one. And two, if you don't get out and vote, it may be the last time you get to vote.
Yeah, it's possible.
I don't know.
But again, even with that, at the end of the day, if whoever, all the electoral votes don't give a damn what we think.
No, they never have.
No, but if they really don't, if the constituents or whatever, all the people who actually get to make up the votes, because we only get to vote to tell them what we think, and then they vote. But at the end of the day, if they just go, well, I don't care because I don't agree.
What are they going to do to me?
Yeah. Then either way, well, I guess.
We vote Democrat. We just get a house and 27 small children to do as with what we please, because that's just what the Democrats do,
Right. Well,
and
sadly, I don't.
If it's a Republican that they vote for, then they're going to start blowing smoke that this person's going to go get charged with this and blah, blah, blah. And then nothing's ever going to happen. It's the same old story.
Yeah. From both sides.
If you're anything to do with a politician, you're going to spend, a month, maybe 2, 3 at best, getting raked over the coals in every social media, in all the news media, everything. And they're going to be blowing you up, and everybody's going to make up everything they can, the stories are going to go absolutely berserk. And they're going to call you into Senate hearings, and you're going to see them on the news of somebody's lighting somebody else up. But then you're not going to hear anything else.
Right.
Oh, okay, Senator, whomever, Senator Pete Falanakis from
fridge microwave.
Yeah. From Massapequa.
Yeah.
And, you were caught with 14 Asian hookers and, 14 small children doing illicit things in the middle of a park with a turtle, a German shepherd, and a sloth.
And a dozen hard-boiled
and
eggs.
Then I don't have those notes with me, Senator.
Oh, of course.
What do you mean you don't have? I don't. Well, I wasn't provided with those by my people.
All those commission hearings and shit are so obscene. Big Pharma, whoever, any of them. If you've never paid attention, look one up on YouTube or whatever, Google or I don't know, any of somewhere, and they're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Whether it's some sort of highfalutin person from Pfizer or,
Microsoft.
Yeah.
Apple.
Yeah, Facebook.
Yeah. It's dumb.
All of them. And that's always the answer to every question.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't have that information.
Yeah. I don't have that information in front of me, Senator.
It's so ridiculous. Even when it's just a yes or no.
I can't comment on that due to the
Christ,
the pending litigation from the community.
It's obscene.
In Massapequa.
General so-and-so. Did you or did you not? There was one just last week, I think, with the training videos. Oh, that was, about domestic terrorism. Did you or did you not agree to or at some point greenlight the training that all of, everyone that came through the Army or the Air Force or whatever one it was, did you or did you not at some point greenlight this training that said, that a U.S. citizen could be considered a domestic terrorist if this or if that, or, and at that point you would be required to fire upon them or, detain them or whatever. And he just, even that, it was just a yes or no. And he was like, I'm not at liberty to say, or I don't have the answer to that. And it's like, it's a yes or no.
Yeah. That just, with what you were just saying, reminded me, and I couldn't remember exactly what it was. You started talking about code and this and that, and all that came into my mind was A Few Good Men. Because they had, it was a punishment, and they called it a code red.
Right. Yeah. Which is a Mountain Dew.
Yeah. Which is actually a pretty good Mountain Dew.
Yeah, it's not a bad Mountain Dew.
Did you green light the code red? Did you green light the code red? You can't handle the truth.
But
excuse me.
Right? Which is fair. But again, they're just like, I'm sorry, I don't have that information.
Yeah.
What do you mean you don't have that information?
Yeah.
It was you, at the end of the day, regardless of what it was, or like in the case of that general, you're the damn, you're the highest ranking official in that branch. At some point, you either didn't know it because you just greenlight all of your under people.
Yeah.
So you just assume that they're going to do what's in the best interest, or you did know. And either way, it's a yes or no.
Yeah. Well, let's call a spade and say that every high-ranking official in every branch of the military that has made their way up there or that works for the military,
right,
are not necessarily the brightest of the bunch.
Well,
the way the military, the way the military works is you get a promotion by doing the least amount of work.
Yeah. Well, we just had this conversation a night or two ago about getting where you are or getting to that point because of time and grade.
Yeah.
Not because you were the best choice or because you had the credentials. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been here for 15 years. We got to make you something.
Yeah.
Instead of, no, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So 15 years, sucks to be you. You got 5 left. Might as well do something with it. No, it's 15 years. Oh, we can't just leave them a peon.
Yeah.
Time and grade.
Well, and that's just it. You're right. Everybody, and it's not even just military officials that go in front of Congress.
No,
it's everybody. I'm sorry, Senator, I don't have that information, or I can't answer that because of the pending investigation that's going on.
It's obscene, and that shouldn't be allowed.
No, it shouldn't.
You shouldn't be allowed to just skirt every question for the whole, let's call it 90-minute investigation, and at the end of the investigation, no one had any more answers than they did when it started because you just skirt every question.
Well, and the bigger problem with it is that within our governmental system, the 3 branches are the legislative, the judicial, and the executive. Right. Senators and House members and that are the legislative. They're the ones that make up all these BS laws and everything else.
Right.
So they shouldn't be having congressional hearings because they are not the judicial part of our government.
No, but
they are not.
But they make it up as they go.
They should be going to they should be meeting in front of something that is similar to the Supreme Court, that is made up of lawyers and judges and people that know what the laws are.
All right.
And go, guess what? Guess what, Bill Gates? You buying up every single software company that there is you're really getting down to a monopoly status, which is not allowed to happen because then you control it. The only thing we allow to have monopolies in this country are power, gas, and water.
Yeah.
You know? And so,
which is a whole nother subject, but
yeah. But
there's always some weird little bullshit loophole. Just like with power.
That's why in the congressional hearings, there's never any punishment. They just want to know because they're nosy turds that can't keep their faces out of everybody else's business.
Right. Well, I would
and it's just, tell me what you did so we know.
Right.
We're not going to do anything to you.
Well, I would even go even farther than that. And I was like, I don't think any of them want to do it. I think that they eventually go, God, enough people have cried and are making a big enough stink about this that,
we got to make a show.
Yeah, we better just have one.
Yeah.
Just cause.
Yeah. We got to make a show of this because that's all we are. We're just a giant smoke show for the entire country.
They're holding our feet to the fire, so we're going to make it look like we gave a shit.
Yeah.
Which is all it is.
Oh, it is.
Because nothing ever comes of it.
No, they don't ever change it. They don't, nothing ever. And you know, it's like, take the information you're learning and that you have from these people that are really breaking laws and creating huge problems within the country, you know, and for this class of, you know, the middle class and the middle lower class and the lower class and go, you know what, we need to understand how they're screwing things up and fix it and make it so they can't do this anymore.
Right.
Sorry, I keep doing this because that finger keeps locking up. Like literally it's locked up right there. I'm like, I go like this.
It
pops.
I thought you were throwing up gang signs.
Right.
Oh, shit. West Side. That's fair. That's...
Oh, she's not crashed out. She just texted me.
Oh. We may have Noella do a call-in.
Oh, the show just ended. Good grief. She said it started at 9:30.
Oh, the Cirque du Soleil. The Cirque du Soleil.
The show just ended. It was strange. I feel like I should have had mushrooms.
Oh, very nice. Lucky.
Waiting for our Uber.
Uber, I believe, is the correct pronunciation. Uber.
Yeah.
I almost appreciate the crickets.
I can't multitask that way.
No, it was literally because I'd punch me if I said Uber.
Uber? Das?
Right.
Das Uber?
Das Uber.
Remember, well, that was an old band. The Upers. Das Upers.
What?
Yeah. I'll play it in just a second. I'm trying to one, itch my foot, two, talk and podcast, and three, text at the same time.
That's
and
fair.
I can't.
You're going to be an overload.
Yeah, I'm definitely overloading.
I changed the batteries in the AED. We're okay.
Yeah, right.
I can put the sticky things on you and shock you back.
We might do that just to do that.
That's not the AED.
No, but we may have to use it. Just
the purple glass rod is not an AED.
I don't want I want a cattle prod. I literally want you just. Have you not seen the one now that's called Taser Tag?
Jesus, no.
And it's two guys, and each one of them has a taser, and you're trying to hit the other guy, and the first guy that gets hit loses. I am so down for that.
No, I'm not. So you're going to need another buddy.
I could probably get down for that.
We're going to fight for at least a week if you tase me.
Okay.
I
Promise?
Yeah. 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 You will not hear from me for at least a week.
Promise.
That doesn't mean you can tase me twice, bitch.
Right? Can I just keep tasing you until it does
Just
it?
endlessly. Like, this son of a bitch.
No, that's rude. That's rude of me to say.
Why?
Huh? To say that I want that if I want you to stop talking to me. That's rude.
I know you don't.
You're right. I don't.
It's just jokes.
I want you to tase me so I don't have to talk to you.
That's all. Yeah, but I'm not going to be equally as satisfied as you by being tased.
It's not satisfaction. It's more of just like curiosity.
Yeah, just like that selfie you just took.
I haven't taken it yet. There's sawdust in the lens of my selfie camera. And
Well, maybe it'll make it look bigger.
yeah. No, it looks like I'm got sunspots all over me because there's little
Ooh,
like
you got the nomas.
yeah.
Good Christ. This is the things, these are the things that go on here.
Their Uber just canceled the ride. And they hadn't even gotten it yet.
Good Lord.
So they're walking.
I was going to say, what are they, across the street?
I don't know. I think it's like 15 minutes away.
There's no way.
Well, wherever they went and saw Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, but it's one of the casinos on the Strip.
I don't know.
And they're staying at PH.
Okay.
It may take 15 minutes to get through all the people, but I've done it. I'm not advocating it. It sucks. I've gone from Stratosphere. Sorry, took me a second. I've gone from Stratosphere to like Trump or whatever the hell the one is used to be on the end. I don't know if it's still there, but it sucks. And back on foot because some female that came along for the trip that's insisted on seeing the Strip, like all of it. We're like, okay, yeah, we can walk down to Caesars and,
I did. I have not the old Strip, but the new Strip, one end to the other.
I've done both, and I will take Fremont over the Strip any day.
It's not. I'm the guy that doesn't like to throw a money. Just I like to get some sort of something for the money I'm putting out.
I did. I got a football full of whiskey.
Well, yeah,
a 52-ounce football full of whiskey.
That's fair. That's fair. And that's fine. I don't have a problem doing that.
Right.
But just, $100 in a slot machine or down on a table or something. I'm not that guy.
Well, after a 52-ounce football of whiskey, you will be that guy.
Oh, I'm not going to. No, there's not enough booze to make me that guy.
Oh, I assure you. Apparently, I can show you how because I have. And when my roulette dealer said, Ryan, which is also disturbing.
I know. I was there.
No, this was at Bike Fest one time in Vegas. No, you were there in Wendover.
Yeah. When she said, hey, dude, there's no point in betting on red and black.
Oh, yeah. No, that was the first time I ever played it. And the pit boss yelled at me.
Yeah.
That was in Wendover. But no, I've been at Fitzgerald's. And my roulette dealer, I was the only one that didn't have on the monkey suit and a name tag. And again, he called me by first name, which is also disturbing because he knew me by first name and said, hey, Ryan, the sun's up. I was like, what? No, it isn't. I turned around and looked. Sure shit, it was like 7 a.m. And I was just trying to dig in my wallet for the last cobweb that was in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah. It was bad. And then Lane showed up out of nowhere and he's like, the fuck are you doing? And I was like, I'm playing roulette. And he's like, bro, we got to go home in like 3 hours.
Fair enough.
Yeah, with a truck and trailer full of bikes. And he's like, and you got to drive. And I was like, oh, yeah, you're probably right. I should take a nap. Yeah, that one's rough. I've had a lot of rough ones in Vegas, but.
Fair enough.
And I've won a significant amount of money. I've never left Vegas
With a significant amount of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm that retard that goes, it'll do it again, bro. It did it, and I have this mountain of chips. It'll do it again.
Yeah.
Trust me.
No, I understand that completely.
Yeah.
And so far in life, everything that we would follow along those lines, everything doesn't happen.
No, I beg to differ. All the shitty stuff.
Oh, it does.
It absolutely happens
always,
again.
Mm-hmm.
But not the good stuff.
Yeah.
The mountain of money never comes back around.
Yeah. The mountain of anxiety.
Yeah, the mountain of bullshit and drama.
Mental illness.
It will absolutely happen again.
Yeah, it will. It will. The odds on that one are like 2 to 1, whereas the other one is like 400 billion to 1.
Right? Yeah, and the house always loses on the other one, on the bad one.
Yeah,
it comes around and they don't even feel bad.
Yeah.
Because it will happen again.
Yeah. Oh, you walked in with all this anxiety and mental illness and everything. Well, you're the house tonight, buddy.
Right.
And the house always wins.
That's right.
So you're leaving with more anxiety.
Oh, yeah. You're that giant, ridiculous, like tourist, oversized slot machine right inside the doors that everybody wants
Progressives.
to play. Yeah.
That's got a 14-foot long swing arm on it. And your pull.
That you have to have the special. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Every time.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, we saw that you were single when you got here. And when you get home, you're going to win because you're going to meet a girl. Yeah, she's got severe mental illness and she's got massive anxiety issues.
Can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited. Like, honestly, my nipples just got hard. Right. I got bricked up a little.
No, that's fair. I have won that lottery.
I
have won that lottery.
I too.
So
that was my ginormous.
No, I'm being completely serious. The good one.
Oh. No. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. But you didn't clarify that you had won the good side of that.
Oh, yeah. No. Fair enough. Yeah. The good side of that lottery.
Yeah. Yeah, somehow.
As everybody out there listening is going, how could you do that? If she's in Vegas and you're in a podcast studio, do you hear yourself, you moron? Yeah. Hey, and for all of you that are thinking that, I could have gone. I really could have gone. And she told me I could have gone.
Yeah,
but I chose not to because it's a work thing. And I have a really hard time not making terrible comments about the things
or terrible decisions.
She does.
Yeah. Well, either
she knows that I love her, and
we're gonna go on a cruise, and she has to behave, and we're gonna be the ones that she gets asked to leave for.
Yeah,
because we're gonna be the ones doing naked cartwheels down the hall.
Yeah,
from the bubble again. Right. Yeah, we're gonna get 86 from the buffet. Because we're in our podcast pants.
Yeah. You'll be here for an hour. You go now. You eat everything.
Again with the Asians.
No, that was a bit. Didn't you ever see that one?
Yeah.
All right, then shut up.
Oh, I'm just saying. You went full Asian again.
Well, I was at the Asian buffet.
I was going to say you didn't go to Vegas because you're from Jupiter.
Right, Jupiter. No, I am from Mars. Don't you know? Can you read the book? We are from Mars. They are from Venus.
I know.
Most of them now have a rocket penis.
No, I don't frequent Barnes & Noble, which I don't think you can get at Barnes & Noble, but possibly.
What?
No.
A woman from Venus that has a much larger penis?
Oh, I guarantee you can get an actual woman from Venus with a penis at Barnes & Noble, but I meant the book.
No, I think you could still get it.
I was thinking the other one that was church-owned. What's the other one?
Deseret book?
Oh, yeah. That's the one. Sorry. Probably can't get that book there.
I don't know.
I don't either. I went in there once when it opened up at the junction. I was like, oh, cool, bookstore. I ain't been in a bookstore forever. I was like, it's all this like the same book.
Right. Yeah.
And clearly,
why do I feel like I'm in nothing but the religious section at the library?
yeah, right.
Because you are.
Yeah. Do I need a code to go down to the basement?
There's no basement. We already had this.
No, not the temple, but remember the library? That's where all the Playboys were. And
yeah. I used to like to go in there because remember you'd walk through the thing and you'd hear it tick, the counter. They had what looked like a metal detector, but it was just a counter, and you'd hear it tick. So we used to literally just walk back and forth through it, so it would just continue to tick.
I don't like to. I love that damn library. I've been going there for 50 years.
Yeah. Oh,
I hate it now because I won't go there now because all it is bums washing their junk in the bathroom.
I got to do it somewhere, bro.
That's fair. I mean, come over. I'll give you a bottle of water and a paper towel.
I'll give you a wet wipe, and I'll give you a perfume sample out of Cosmo.
Yeah, and depending on how bad you smell, I'll give you a Clorox wipe. Or a scrub, or, just you're going to need more than just a wet wipe.
Well, yeah, that's why I want all the perfume samples out of the magazines.
Oh, shit.
I just had a brilliant idea.
Oh?
Yeah.
All
right. So we have the women have Cosmo and all those stuff. Whatever they are. All
Good housekeeping.
Good housekeeping.
Is that still a thing?
It is.
All right.
Right. And they have all those magazines. Like I said, Cosmo's the one that comes
towards
cis
women
that cater to
cis women.
Not necessarily cis women.
No, well, anybody that wants good housekeeping and
good housekeeping. You want me Filipino? Right. No, anyway, so you figure the mechanically inclined, if you will, and the mechanically intrigued of the species,
okay,
right, have magazines like Popular Mechanics,
right,
Hot Rodder,
right,
Guns and Ammo,
Barely Legal,
Barely Jugs,
right. Sorry, I keep trying to sidetrack you.
Cosmo, they have all the perfume samples in there.
Right.
So how come in Popular Mechanics and like Hot Rod Magazine and stuff like that, ours don't have like
WD-40?
Yeah, WD-40 and Scrubs and Fast Orange,
Bad idea.
Here's the new smell of the Lava Bar.
With the little flap.
Yeah.
Where you had to peel off like the glue flap.
Why not just like a scratch and sniff?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bro, that smells like Fast Orange. I like that.
Oh, dude. Like race fuel?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Okay, we're starting this.
Yeah.
Anybody that's listening, you heard me say it. So if you do it, you owe me some sort of...
Or anyone that happens to be like a, chemical engineer.
No, I'll literally just start spraying WD-40 on pieces of paper and stick it in the magazine rack and
insert.
Yeah.
That's probably not a bad idea either.
We'll go down to the ones that have the barely legals and the penthouses and stuff. And we'll just go back to the fish section and just rub it all over the fish in there and just go stick it in there. Oh, look. That's Raven Jean Fly Miles.
Oh, yeah. Right?
Chicken of the sea. That's terrible, Zoe. Don't listen.
Christ. A lot of people don't listen because
we're so bad. Bill's going to come over and be like, you guys are sick.
Well, I told you that I didn't know on the face page that I could just click the little 3 buttons and hit invite all. And I also apparently assumed that
all you have to do is hit @ and then type everyone.
Christ. Well,
and it automatically highlights it, and everyone in your list, everyone in your friends list gets a notification that says they were tagged. Because I get them all the time.
I do too, but no, these are like actual invites. But apparently alcohol does bad things to your short-term memory, so imagine what alcohol could do.
What were we talking about?
Yeah. Right? No, so I assumed, or I forgot.
Time to pause. Commercial break.
Yep. We're going to pause for a commercial break. Son of a... Oh, sweet Jesus.
Easier to distill it than it is to run it through reverse osmosis.
Yeah, because it's the same thing as moonshine. Sorry, we're back, by the way. But, yeah, crisis averted. We were just talking about bottled water, but distillation, son of a bitch. Sorry. We got some reverb, and I know why I'm a dumbass. But it's fixed. It's the same thing as, like moonshine and everything else. It's just the drippings off the steam.
No, it is the steam.
Well, right.
You're cooling the steam.
Right, but then it drips into your jug.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't give a shit. It's better than pee.
Okay.
If we're drinking.
Fair.
Yeah. I know. Yeah, we don't need to go down a rabbit hole about water.
Yeah, that's fair.
Water.
It's water.
Mm-hmm. If you're from the East Coast, Baltimore. If you've ever driven a bus in Baltimore, it's water.
Water. Water.
Love you, Bill.
Yep.
Oh, man. Thought crisis was averted.
Oh, it is.
No, I know, but
it was a 30-minute walk, she said.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Because the Uber canceled.
Vegas is a harsh bee.
Yeah. So she just got back to her room.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Now it's time for her to get in her podcast pants.
Yeah, she's in her podcast pants.
Atta girl. Atta girl. Well, like I said, we could call in for a minute if she's down.
Oh no, her flight leaves at 6 a.m.
Oh Christ, yeah.
So she's like, I'm gonna rinse off and take a nap.
Yeah, that's fair. That's probably what I'll do too, but at least she's got an extra hour on us. Yeah. Which sounds like it'll be a bonus.
It's not really, but okay.
It's close. According to your phone.
Luckily, it's not an extra hour. That's not how You know that's not how
Yeah.
the time thing works.
Yes,
you
it
literally
is.
don't gain an hour.
I know a guy that told me that's how it works.
Right.
Yeah.
I think his was close to 2.
That's a terrible. It's not. Well, it is terrible.
He was going back in time.
Oh where he was going, he didn't need roads.
Yeah.
Christ, you can't make this shit up. We won't go into detail, but we may know someone who is. I wouldn't even go with was. I would say is under the impression that that's how it works. Is you literally get those hours.
Yeah, you go into the future and you go back in time.
And a DeLorean.
Yeah, at 88 miles an hour.
You can't make this shit up.
Yeah. Well, his 12 valve makes 1.21 gigawatts.
With the help of Doc Brown.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Converted his turbo into an alternator as well.
Yeah. Hydrogen generator.
Dual function. Oh, on that note, I just read an article on Googly.
Yeah.
And
Lugal.
Yeah. And it said that Elon Musk, being as he is like the innovator for EV cars, EV vehicles,
yeah,
is actually stepping back from electric cars.
Yeah, because even he knows they suck.
The article says that he is now going to start doing his research and start developing hydrogen cells.
Oh, well,
And
call Honda because they've been doing it for
superfuel.
25 years.
No, not straight up hydrogen.
Oh, like a hybrid?
No, like he's going to go straight up hydrogen fueled. Hydrogen cells.
Yeah. Honda did
No,
it.
not like this. They didn't.
Okay.
What was it? They may have been looking into it, but they've never released a car.
No, not production.
Yeah, no, he is.
Don't you remember, like in 1995? Probably. That's probably inaccurate year-wise, but it was in the 90s. They built one that was straight up hydrogen cell, like an Accord, a 4-door Accord, whatever, and put a family in like Michigan or Wisconsin in it, and they drove it around for a year, and then I swear I just saw a thing that said they've got a half a dozen of them out there again currently.
Well, they did the same thing with electric cars. All of them did. None of them did what he did.
Right. No, I agree.
He's got more money than all of them combined. And when it's essentially just him.
Right.
Yeah,
not a corporation. Right.
He doesn't have Henrietta Sukiyaki that he has to answer to.
Right.
Well
played on the name.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like I said, they've been experimenting with hydrogen cells for
experimenting with it. But even now.
Right, but yeah, not in a full-on production walk in and buy it.
The average people are starting to do hydrogen hybrids.
Right.
It's simplistic. It's easy to do, and they're supplementing their fuel with hydrogen.
Right, but it's a supplementation, not a full-on.
And this is full-on. Yeah. He's going to get it done. He will.
Oh, of course he will. And awesome, crazy, because literally the emissions is water, our water,
and oxygen.
Yeah. So it's awesome, but I don't know how I would feel about driving around literally on a bomb.
Yeah,
can't say bomb in an intersection.
Can't say bomb in an airport.
Bomb. Yeah, I mean, granted, there are some days I'd pray for a good solid rear end hit, but
Yeah, I'll bet you would.
nah. Damn it.
Yep,
rolled right into that one.
You're walking into that one, buddy.
You know, on that note, we're wrapping up this podcast. No, it's been a minute since I've rolled into one that hard. Christ. Son of a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe we are wrapping this up.
Yeah, bee lover.
Mother trucker. You did not just go there.
I went there. I bought a postcard.
Oh, no, you did. I bought a postcard. What was I thinking about earlier while I was grinding, and I specifically wanted to save it for the podcast.
I don't know. There was one you said just a little bit ago, that same thing.
No, then I ended up spelling about how we were talking earlier about how my
Oh, yeah, your
girth,
cheeseburger body.
Yeah, cheeseburger body wasn't from cheeseburgers. It's all natural.
Yeah.
Natural light.
Natural lights.
And I said I lied because some of it is from Del Taco
French fries.
crinkle cut fries.
That's fair.
And it's going to be again before the sun comes
Before
up.
you get... That's fair.
No, the other one, I got to remember what he's... shit. Go ahead and talk about something for a second, because I...
Talk amongst yourself.
Yeah, talk amongst yourself. It's funny as shit, and I can't remember. Damn it. I specifically put it in a file just for this, and of course, now I can't find the file. I've gone full Tyler.
Yep.
The ADHDs, although undiagnosed, are probably real.
Yeah.
Between that and the OCD and the FBS, fat body syndrome, or FDS, fat drinker syndrome.
Okay.
It's all natural.
Oh, that's okay. Fair
Still
enough.
waiting for the email to be the ambassador for Natty Light. Just throwing it out there.
Why would they? You're doing it all for free now.
I know. Well, that's why my OnlyFans is failing.
Yeah.
I'm still $1.67 shy of being able to take $20.
To get $20 out of it.
Yeah, it's a $20 minimum.
Yeah.
Like withdrawal.
Cash out. Yeah.
I got like $18.67 or some shit. And I'm like, come on, somebody subscribe to my OnlyFans. And then I realized that, between Reddit and Snapchat and everything else, nobody's going to pay because they know that all they have to do is ask, and I'll just send it to them.
That's fair.
Yeah. I'm a terrible businessman.
Charitable. You're a
Sure, right?
no, what do they call that?
Humanitarian.
No, it's something else.
Anthropologist.
Yeah.
No. Philanthropist.
Philanthropist. That's it. Yeah.
I get the two confused.
Anthropologist.
Same thing. Well, I'm married to an archaeologist. Guess she loves digging up the past.
Oh.
Fuck. Bitch knows where Jurassic Park is. Yes, I said it. She knows I call her an archaeologist. It's true. Bitches love digging up the past.
Yeah.
And by bitches, I don't necessarily mean women, so don't come at me. Don't come at me, sis.
Don't come at me, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just jokes, folks.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are. It's funny.
It is. It's quite hilarious. But no. It's.
Oh! I remember what it was.
You finally remember?
Yep.
Okay, let's hear it.
So, the one we just spoke of. Not
I'm sitting here trying to put my ear to the microphone so I can hear.
retard. Sorry. R word.
Slow mother
Yeah.
trucker.
Spectre meat bastard.
Touch of the tisms.
Oh, God.
Rhythms on
this
your
is going to
tisms.
be the one. 39 is going to be the one. We're going to get deplatformed again. No, the one at work. The other, I can't remember if it was first of the week. John Amos
Okay.
tipped over.
Yeah.
Sad day. I love that dude.
Okay.
McDonald's has the golden arches.
Yeah.
He had the golden arcs. You know what I'm talking about?
But I can't.
The dude that
It's
owned
not registering.
McDowell's and Coming to
Yeah.
America.
Yeah.
So we lost James Earl Jones,
Mm-hmm.
Akeem's dad, King Joffy Joffer or whatever. Greatest movie ever. And now we lost John Amos. But I said Amos. Because I don't know, if they say Amos or Amos. It's Amos.
Okay.
So
Amos.
I'm like, yeah, Amos. So, so it popped up in my thing. I was like, God damn it. John Amos died. When it popped up on my socials. And I said it out loud at work. And that one was like, huh? I said, John Amos apparently died today. He's at first of the week. He goes, oh, man, I love Full House. I said, what? He was like, yeah, he was in Full House. I said, Amos, not Stamos. It was funny as hell. He was
Okay.
like, huh? I was like, Amos. He was like, yeah, the Full House guy. And I was like, no, not
No, like
John
famous
Stamos.
Amos. Like famous Amos cookies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have been him.
It wasn't.
Right? Well, not anymore. Because now it's just some lady's pancake syrup.
You're right.
God forbid we get woke and stop calling it Aunt Jemima's
Yeah.
or Uncle Ben or...
Aunt Jim.
Christ.
Yeah.
Scratch and sniff.
Mm-hmm.
Attaboy.
ASMR.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Except for those are my junk.
Right? I'm going to put my nutsack
On your drum
microphone.
set. Yeah, right. I'm going to put my nutsack on your computer. That's what it would be now, is if they were to remake it with the woke.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to put my non-binary genitalia on your computer
Right.
keyboard.
My breeding...
You troll.
Yep, my breeding bag on your sampler.
Yeah, right.
So dumb.
Oh,
So dumb. I thank God that we haven't delved too far into...
I'm not going to.
No,
They
I don't want to. I don't want to. Nobody
just
wants to
not-
hear about it.
No.
Well, I'm sure some people do. But you watch the news. I don't know. Shit sucks bad enough as it is. We don't need to talk about the misery and what may or may not happen tomorrow when we wake up to nuclear winter or whatever else. We talked about it earlier before we started podcasting. If Israel and Iran and Hamas and Lebanon and y'all want to kill yourselves, go for it. Leave us the hell out of it and don't call us. Don't call us, we'll call you. Don't call asking for money or jets or bombs or tanks or whatever else or people. No, go to hell. You want to go blow yourselves up, tear it up. And that sucks because that sounds like I don't care about people. That's not the case at all. You know, because obviously everyone would instantly go to, well, what about the innocent women and children or blah, fuckity blah. They've been doing this for literally thousands of years.
Yeah.
In that section of the globe. And it's always over religion or bullshit. And again, for thousands of years. And they haven't figured it out yet. So why the hell do we have to give money that we don't have or send people that have no business being there to deal with it? Like I said, y'all want to go fight each other with swords and camels and whatever? Tear it up.
Yeah.
But don't call. Don't call, don't ask.
Yeah. Well, and that's just it. I get it. Okay, you know, the women and children and everything else. But first of all, that implies that the men deserve to die. And if you're a woman that feels that way, turn this podcast off because you can go straight to hell.
Unless there's a lot of you, and also continue to download, but don't listen. No, I'm teasing. But no, I agree.
But, you know, nobody deserves that.
No.
And that's fair. But you're right.
But you're right. Don't single out a sex or gender.
You want to be woke? Great. You know what? The women can go fight just as hard as the men.
Yeah.
Period. End of story. But they don't want to because they want to play both sides of the fence and everything else. Well, I shouldn't have to because I'm a woman. Well, yesterday you weren't a woman. Or at least you were, you wanted to be something else.
No,
that's fine.
I said
whatever.
Iran, not
no judgment.
Thailand.
Yeah, right. But
you don't get to have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah. Well, and the thing is we have just as many problems here. If you spent even a quarter of the time working on making life better here for anybody around you, this would be a much better place.
Right.
But instead, you want to just complain about what somebody's doing down the street because you don't like it.
Right.
Well, you know what? You don't have to like it. Nobody's forcing you to be there. Leave. Go somewhere else.
Right.
But the bottom line is we as much as we need to be helping everybody, we've got our own issues here that we can't afford, we can't afford housing anywhere anymore. You can't afford insurance anymore. You can't afford medication anymore. It's getting to the point where food is getting ridiculous. Come on.
This horseshit strike, which apparently is paused for now, but was going to be a thing 3 days ago.
Yeah. Oh, it was for 2 days, 2.5 days.
But all that dumb shit. And you're right. We should be helping each other as humans, not as countries.
Yeah.
As a country, we need to deal with our country. We should help each other as humans, but we have, like you said, we have ridiculous amounts of shit that we can't even handle internally.
Well, yeah, they're giving $1.4 billion in humanitarian aid to the Ukraine.
Right.
And okay, great. They probably need it. But you know what? $1.4 billion in this country for humanitarian aid would go a long way.
Well, we just talked about it with the Hurricane Helene or whatever.
Yeah.
We're giving $1.4 billion to Ukraine, but if your house just got swept away and you can't even get food or water or anything because you're stranded on a tiny little giblet of dry land where your house used to be. Don't worry, FEMA's going to give you $700.
Yeah, we're going to give you $750 because that's going to go so far.
Yeah,
in helping to rebuild your life. What's going to come down to is just like with Hawaii and California and Florida and Texas,
right,
is everybody else's homeowners insurance, car insurance, and everything else is going to go through the roof because all these insurance companies have to pay all that out.
Right.
And they're not smart enough to go, well, we just wrote a policy for $1 million to, Joe Blow down the street. We better make sure at some point we can cover that without having to raise everybody else's rates.
Right.
And that's how they do it.
Of course.
And it's getting asinine. And the country, we'll sit here and we'll talk about, healthcare reform and everything else. Well, you know what? I got news for you. Anybody out there, if you think that anything the government did for healthcare reform actually affected healthcare at its root of what healthcare is,
no.
Yeah, I've got news for you. Healthcare is not insurance.
No.
Healthcare is literally doctors and nurses and those things, medications, pharmacists. That is healthcare.
Right.
Healthcare is not, got to have insurance.
Yeah, but they're not going to implement anything that will undercut the machine.
Yeah.
AKA
because as much as you want to
pharma.
say, as much as you want, everybody wants to say, the military industrial complex.
Right.
Okay, that's fair.
It's a thing.
But you've got to understand that we can't control what other countries do. And at any given point, other countries could, start wars with us or,
right.
Do those kind of things. So part of that's a necessary evil.
Unfortunately,
But we also have what is called, what I would refer to as the, insurance industrial complex.
Absolutely.
Do I think we need to have universal health care that's paid for by the government? No, because I do believe that health care, doctors, they, do I feel like they should be revered as kings? Absolutely not.
Right.
Should they be revered as individuals that spent a lot of time learning and putting in the time and the effort
right.
to be more educated in that field than somebody else? Certainly.
Of course.
But does that make you, worthy of, making 20 grand for a 20-minute procedure?
Right.
And I get that it has to, it doesn't have to be that way, but it's become that way because so many people in our society have gotten to the point where, well, I'll just sue you. That's what I'm going to do,
Of course.
And I get it. They should be held responsible, but to what extent?
Right.
And if they can prove that, hey, we did the best we can and mistakes were made, okay, mistakes were made.
Yeah.
But
if
they
misdiagnosed you, I guess I think if I'm on the same page.
Well, misdiagnosed or just
but
screwed
something like that,
up.
and you're like, oh, well, you said I just had a bacterial infection, and you gave me some stuff, which would be the normal course of action, and I lost my foot. Everybody wants to go, well, you owe me. Sue culture is a thing.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, well, I lost my foot because you didn't give me the right meds or, whatever.
Well, no, they want to sue you because it's, well, you gave me the medication and you told me to take it 3 times a day, for the next 3 months so that I wouldn't. Or you told me that I need to take my insulin when my blood sugar is low.
Right.
You didn't tell me specifically that if I don't take this insulin regularly and watch my, my sugar intake and all these things and regulate my diet, that I might have to have my foot cut off. You didn't specifically say that.
Right.
You just expected me to know. So this is on you because I didn't take my insulin the way I was supposed to.
Right.
Well,
like I said, I may have taken a left turn at that conversation, but to go back, it is the thing, and they push all these medications and things onto us, vaccinations and
everything,
boosters,
yeah,
and everything, because like you said, the healthcare industrial complex, because the politicians, the bureaucracies are receiving billions of dollars from all these companies that go, hey, if you continue to convince the people,
well, yeah,
the sheeple,
if you use our stuff,
yeah, then we'll kick you down $1 billion for your campaign.
Yeah. Well, and not just your campaign. It's everything.
Oh, Chris, yeah.
It's everything.
You like that? You like that Beamer over there? Or that? Or that you want a G-Wagon?
Yeah.
Sure. Well, you scratch our back, we'll scratch yours.
Yeah. You want 20 shares of this company that's going to pay you, $20 million over the year?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter. And we talked about this earlier off podcast, Matt and I, about medications that personally, at least for me, I've been told that because of whatever ailment or whatever, I can't just stop taking. So, as a populace, we trust those people to be right. Not that they have an agenda.
Yeah.
We trust those people to say, oh, well, he says I need to take this, then apparently I need to take this.
Yeah.
Not because they're getting, again, their Beamer paid for, or their lunch every day, or whatever else, that they're all the kickbacks they're getting. So we just trust them because they're the doctors, and I'm not a damn doctor. No, I'm a dumbass mechanic. So that's not my wheelhouse. But they say, well, you can't just stop. You have to take this forever. Well, I personally have stopped taking a lot of stuff that they either told me would kill me if I stopped, or I would have to be on for life, or everything else. And I'm fine. I mean, I'm not right, but I'm alive. And the fact that I'm not right had nothing to do with any of those medications. Stopping taking those against the doctor that told me I couldn't stop taking them didn't affect why I'm messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm jacked in the head because I'm jacked in the head, but
right.
Like I said, I didn't die because I stopped taking my blood thinners or my antidepressants or anything else that they said, oh, no, you can't stop.
Well, yeah, they don't want you to stop.
Right. Yeah, because they're getting kickbacks. And then the pharmaceutical companies are making billions and billions of dollars annually. And then, they're convincing the powers that be to push it, because then they're going to buy them a G-Wagon, and it's a ridiculous, vicious circle. And like I said, I just stopped taking everything.
Yeah, and that's fair.
And here I am kicking,
and still trucking away.
Yeah,
well, it's the same. Yeah,
I might still be an R word, but
yeah,
I was before that. So.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, like I say, do I think that doctors and nurses and things should be held responsible for mistakes? Yes. Do I think they need to be held responsible to the tune of 20 or 30 or 40 million dollars? No, they don't. They, because that's what's, between the lawsuits and so many things such as that is what drives the cost of health care up.
Yeah.
Same with the hospitals.
Right.
It's not just the doctors, it's hospitals, it's clinics, and
those-
one starts doing it, and then it's the health insurance companies also, because the health insurance companies, they only want to pay out so much and are so little.
Right.
Well, they got to do something to cover the costs.
But it's also,
but
there's also greed.
Oh, absolutely. Well, and that's what it all boils down to, is just greed, because, the hospitals, they have all their investors and everything else that have to, that feel as though that they got to be making millions of dollars every year.
Absolutely.
And then they want to turn around and go, well, we just like to help people. No, you don't.
Horseshit.
You like to help people's,
and
you like to help yourself into people's wallets.
Holy Cross, Common Spirit, Intermountain, you name it.
Oh, they're all that way. I would just assume all of them, just say we're for profit.
Yeah.
Because all IHC
come
says,
right out and say
IHC says, oh, we're non-profit.
Horse shit.
Okay. Well, in what definition are you non-profit?
Right.
Because your higher-ups are taking home, high 6 and 7 figures.
Yeah, that's
every
what I was gonna
year.
Say. Yeah, they have to make, hundreds of millions of dollars a year when you're paying your CEOs, or your VPs or whatever.
Yeah.
30, probably not 30, but, if your CEO or your VP or whatever is getting $10 million a year on salary, plus all the bills and everything else. Yeah, I get it. It's not free.
No, and I don't expect
and
it
it's
to be
certainly
free,
not cheap. But if you see, for instance, an emergency room, it's $500 just to walk through the damn door.
Oh yeah,
literally.
Mm-hmm.
And I get it. A CAT scan machine is expensive, and the big ass building is expensive, and all the power bills, and all the needles, and all the gloves, and all the bullshit. You break it all down. I get that there is a shit ton of cost involved. But if every swinging dick that walks through the door is $500, literally just to walk through the doors, and that's $200 a day in every set of doors across the country.
Mm-hmm.
And the CAT scan machine that, was probably $10 million.
Yeah, that's been paid for
25,
the last 5 years.
25 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been paid for 15 times over. Come on.
Yeah. At some point, things have to change, and what it boils down to is the people. Stop going to the ER because you have the sniffles. Stop,
right. There's that. Absolutely.
Okay. You got a wicked cut that you feel like, you're
gushing blood and you can see the bone. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Go to the hospital.
But if you've
got the sniffles and
right.
and you've got a cold, use a little common sense to go, you know what, I think I just have a cold. I'm going to wait it out a couple of days. Maybe I'll call and make an appointment at the clinic.
Right.
Yeah,
don't go to and I guess the other problem also is the opioid issue and things like that. So, presumably there's, call it 35% of everyone that walks through the doors in an ER, in any ER on any given day are looking.
I think 35% is high by 31 or 32%. Not everyone. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I've been accused of that. I roll in there with a kidney stone and in excruciating pain, and they were just like, well, We
I
can't
know.
physically see something wrong with you.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? Fine. I'm done. I'll go somewhere else, or I will just go suffer it out.
Right.
And I told him, and I hate to be this way, but if it's something worse, I will figure out how to make you responsible for this.
Right.
Do I think it's to the tune of $180 million? No.
Right.
But do I think you should lose business over it? Absolutely. Am I going to sue you? No.
Right.
But I am going to stand out on the corner with a sign, or somebody I know would stand out on the corner with a sign that says, IHC turned me away with a kidney stone because they thought I was drug seeking.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Do I, people go in drug seeking all the time.
Christ, I've been doing this for way more than 15 years. But, and especially, I hate to say it, but regionally, we, around here, and not so much anymore, obviously, but, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you roll in with tattoos and everything else, and there's, look at this poo butt. He's probably just looking for some Vicodins or,
Oh, yeah.
Bro, my leg is literally pointed the wrong goddamn direction.
Yeah.
So, I wouldn't mind a Vicodin, but that's not why I showed up. I showed up because my leg's pointing the wrong goddamn direction.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's what it was with me. I'm like, look, this is causing some severe pain, whatever it is. And I'm not asking for drugs. I'm just asking you to make it stop.
Yeah.
If that means you got to roll me into an emergency room or into a surgery room and cut me open and fix it, fine.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I've told him
I don't
that.
want the drugs.
Right.
I just want it to stop.
I don't like
However you have to do that, just make it stop.
Right. No, in all fairness.
And so finally, I just said, look, I'm done.
I know.
I'm out. I'll go somewhere else, or I'll just live with it.
Oh, it's obscene.
And hope that it goes away.
Yeah. Well, I've done it a million times for my back. My back is legitimately trash. I have MRIs to prove it that it's trash, but I have, same thing. I'm like, I don't care. I don't necessarily like, hydrocodone or, Vicodin or Lortabs or any of that mess. I can't stand them. I sleep pretty good on them, but they make me itchy. I don't like them. And, like I said, in all fairness, I will admit that, man, I used to love a good Soma, but it's because they worked. They're not good for you. But I could take a Soma when my back was trashed or, blowed out, and I could sleep like a baby. Enough to where I could get up and function after it wore off.
Yeah.
But
and it makes sense. And
but I never took him to get high.
Yeah. Well, and that's, I look at it like this. Okay, fine. You want to assume, or you want to, imply that many people that come into your ER as a nurse or a triage nurse or whatever are just drug seeking. Okay, that's fine. But then I am going to continue on the stereotype, and I feel this way, and I mentioned it to my children the other day. If you are a woman, and then and men too, I won't single out men, but if you are in the healthcare industry and you are, let's not say completely single, but you are a train wreck. And not all of them, but the majority of them are train wrecks in one way or the other.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm listening.
They're nuts.
Oh,
I can think of the only one that I can think of that's not, I'm related to.
Well, that's fair.
But any of the other ones that I've either dated or known or everything else, are a train wreck.
Yeah.
But that's just me. So you want to hit me with a stereotype that I'm drug seeking? Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna hit you with the, you're a train wreck of a mess, and I really don't care anymore. Yeah. I'm done. I catch. It's just like the. I catch so many gigs on TikTok of the cops, the auditors and everything else.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And the one thing that I hear the cops say all the time about these guys taking pictures of, city buildings and county buildings and everything else is, well, in this day and age, people that are taking pictures of these institutions or these buildings, they very likely, it's more likely that you're going to do some sort of harm to the people in it or the building itself and everything else. Okay, that's fair, but I could also follow that up with, okay, you're right, but I'm not going to give you any of my information because in this day and age, too many cops are just downright murderers because they don't know their job and they're so terrified of what may happen that they just start shooting people willy-nilly.
Oh, there's definitely that. Right.
So it's like, where do you draw the line?
Right.
Well, okay, there are people that have blown up buildings and killed massive amounts of people. And prior to that, yeah, okay, they were taking pictures and this and that and the other. But on the same token, there are those guys, those people that, there was one guy that I saw that was deaf. And he was walking down the street, and because he didn't answer the cop tackled him because the guy was resisting and not following the order of a police officer. And ultimately, the guy ended up dying in the hospital from massive head trauma because this cop thought it was okay to just bash his head into the concrete because the other dude wasn't listening.
Right.
For no other reason than that this cop just wanted to know what this guy was doing. Well, you know what? The way the law works is if I am not breaking the law, the police have absolutely no jurisdiction over you.
Right.
Period. End of story.
Well, we've had this conversation a million times, about whether or not just complying, regardless of whether or not you think or knew you did or didn't do something wrong. Say you get pulled over. You weren't speeding. You didn't blow a red light. And let's say for a brake light. Okay. Unbeknownst to you, because you can't see your damn brake lights.
And that's fair.
But again, you're not speeding. You didn't blow a red light or anything. You didn't do shit. Right. And you get pulled over. And they come up and, do what they do. And they, license and registration. You're like, okay.
Oh, and well,
but typically
I'm completely at it that they go, you know what? And around here, most of the ones, almost all the ones I've ever had to interact with have always said right out of the gate, hey, I pulled you over because you got a burned out taillight.
Right.
So I'm going to need your license and registration and your insurance. Okay,
right.
Cool. You gave me the reason of why.
Right.
And I will not disagree that the fact that on the side of the road is not the place to argue your case.
Right. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But on the same token, cops are not judges.
No.
They're not judges. So don't argue with them. Just give them what they need. And then take it into the court and say, no.
And
it was fine. And I have proof. Here's my pictures. I mean, this day and age, everybody has a camera in their pocket.
course,
You know?
dash cams. But,
Yeah.
But that was my point
Yeah.
is, a lot of people now, like disturbingly amount of people now, want to do this bullshit where it's, no, I don't have to roll my window down. I don't have to give you my license. I don't have to answer questions. You're
making things a little harder for yourself.
You're making it worse for everybody.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
It's a random,
of course.
For all we know, this dude is perfectly nice. Walks up, how you doing today?
Oh yeah, but what these guys don't understand, what's the knowledge that they seem to lack. When most of them have the knowledge, they just don't understand how to use it correctly.
I don't know if I go that far, but
no, the knowledge is the fact that we all know that cops have what's called qualified immunity,
right,
and that allows them to do their jobs the way that they need to do their jobs,
right,
for the most part. But the way the law is written is that if that police officer does something that goes against your constitutional rights,
okay,
then and you can prove it, and the judge goes, yeah, he illegally searched your car because he didn't have reason,
right,
and you told him not to. Well, now that cop loses his qualified immunity, right? So now he's no longer immune to breaking the law.
right.
So now, okay, he needs to be held responsible, which means I don't want, $15 million from this guy or from the city, because that just screws the entire city and the county and everything else.
Right.
I want this guy to lose his job. You want to defund the police? Don't try and defund the police.
No.
Do what you need to do to hold the officers accountable for their infringements on the rights of people, and make it so they cannot be cops anymore.
Yeah, but
that's how you're going to thin the herd of rotten police officers.
Right, but that's also assuming that you stay the course to that point, because the minute you act a damn fool, then you've broken a law.
No.
Sometimes,
acting a fool is not breaking a law.
No, but
you can say things and you can do things.
I know, but in a lot of states, failure to provide.
No. You, in every state.
Are you sure?
There is not a state that I know of, and I could be wrong, because I am not going through every state's laws.
Right.
You do not have to provide your ID to a cop unless he can provide to you that you have broken the law,
right,
that you're about to break the law, or that he thinks you're going to break the law. But just to say, I need it because I need to know who I'm talking to.
No, I'm talking
now.
Pacifically. I hope everyone picks up on the fact that I say that pacifically. No, I'm talking specifically on like a traffic stop.
On it,
most states, yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
I don't think all, but I think most states require that upon
a traffic infraction,
right?
But they cannot just pull you over out of the blue.
No.
And what most of them do now is you give me your stuff and I'll tell you what it is.
Right.
What people don't understand is that's extortion. That's extortion. I mean, that's
but I think in some
extortion.
states that's protocol because they've written that in. Not saying
but
it's
that's
right or
thing.
wrong.
That's the thing. The policy of the police department is their policy.
Right.
It's not mine. I didn't write that policy. I didn't agree to that policy, and that's not law.
Yeah, but
just because that's what your chief decided to do,
right,
doesn't mean that you have to do it. You have to do what the lawmakers have said.
Right.
So the thing is that's it. I don't have to give you my ID unless you can tell me that I have either committed some sort of traffic infraction, right? Or I've broken a law.
Right.
You have no jurisdiction unless I have done something that is against the law.
Right. But and we've had this talk a million times, I also feel like, by trying to, and I know this is terrible because this is how eventually we get stepped on. But I feel like by not just being like, okay, here you go, and just, sure.
Oh yeah, no. Should you do it? Absolutely.
Right.
You should do it because then you take it to court, right? You
Yeah,
take your thing. You take it to court.
If you've been violated.
Yeah. Not even that. If you haven't broken the law and you can prove that you didn't break the law, I didn't commit a traffic infraction because look, my taillight worked. I was right here.
Right.
Here's the cop that just pulled me over in the background.
Right.
My taillight worked, so he didn't have any reason to pull me over. So now that cop, by asking for your ID, just infringed on your rights. So now he can be held accountable,
right?
Which should mean, you know what? He should be restricted and he should not be doing traffic duty. And he needs to go back and he needs to do training. And if it continues, like the one that just happened up in Idaho. There was one that happened up in one of the bigger towns up in Idaho, but
Nampa.
No, it wasn't Nampa. I can't remember which one it was off the top of my head. But
Biggin. Boise.
No, it wasn't Boise. But anyway, he was a cop in California that retired.
Well, there's the problem.
And he's up there now, working as a cop.
Right.
Now, how he can collect his retirement benefits from the police union in California and then go work as another police officer in Idaho.
Right.
Yeah, that's a conflict of interest. You shouldn't be able to do that, first of all. Anybody, whether it's a cop or anything, shouldn't be doing that. But these two young boys, their buddy, one of them's his brother, brother's out doing wheelies on his motorcycle and ends up wrecking it and getting seriously hurt from doing it.
Yeah.
The cops show up, they investigate, they do everything. Everything's done and over with, and cops are gone by this point. Mm. The two boys take their pickup truck up to the neighbor's house that's like a mile up the road and collect the dirt bike.
Right.
Right? This cop shows up and just starts hassling these kids, and was like, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "We're picking up the bike. Do you need to take some pictures of it, or what do you need?" And the cop looks at one of these young kids and is like, "Well, I need you to just listen to me." He's like, "Okay, what do you need? What can we help you with? What do you need with this bike?"
Right.
And the cop just went ballistic on this kid, slammed his head into the concrete. The kid, massive concussions and there was no reason for it.
Right.
And that's why I'm the kind of person that thinks, you know what? Okay, body cams are mandatory.
Yeah.
And the other thing that's mandatory, and we know they can, with the technology we have these days, you should never, the minute you take that body cam off of its charging station in the police station,
yeah,
it gets turned on.
Oh, yeah.
It's turned on automatically.
Yeah. Clock in, clock out.
Yeah. From the minute you pick it up, it turns on. It records video and audio nonstop the entire shift. There should be no buttons on that, period.
No, I agree. They shouldn't have the ability to turn it on and off. And I already see a problem with that because, well, what if I had to take a piss? Okay, well, then put your hand over it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, guess what?
I have a radio.
No, that's not video that's being broadcast to the entire world,
right?
24/7.
Also, it's not.
So you're taking
your damn
that
wiener.
Yeah, most of them are worn on your chest, and I'm sorry, we know you're a cop because you have a small wiener, so nobody's going to see it 6 inches off your body.
All right, but that's what I was going to say. I have a radio at work, and it sits right there on my chest. And when I go to take a pee, granted it's not video, but I put my hand over the damn thing because it goes off, and I'm in, the pisser at work, and it's just, and so I put my hand over it while I'm peeing, because turns out I only need one hand to pee.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and that's just it. It's like, well, I'm sorry.
Only when I pee.
Yeah. that's it's the same thing. Okay. When you decided to be a police officer, you realized that your life at any given point might be in danger.
Yeah, certain
and
certain facets of your life are now public.
Yeah. Absolutely.
If I decided to be a mayor for my job, I know that my life is now public.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm a public official.
Yeah.
Or a government official.
Yeah.
Especially elected.
Mm-hmm.
But, sheriffs and, whatever.
Yeah.
But sorry, bro.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted to do?
Yeah. You need to take a big greasy deuce while you're on shift? Okay, that's fair. Everybody poops. But here's the thing.
But also,
back.
It's just going to point at the damn door.
Well, yeah. Okay, so we might hear you blowing mud, right? You might be in Habib's.
Boo.
You might be down at Chevron at Habib's
gas station,
single seater.
Gas station egg rolls.
Yeah, which are tasty. Yeah. But here's the thing. They, for the most part, they all have to go back, and when they're doing their reports, they have to download that video and that audio into that file.
Yeah, but then it just goes away if there's nothing for it to be saved for.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're just nope, it was a regular ass 7 hours and with no incidents.
Yeah.
So they just go, okay, well, then we don't need to keep it.
I wrote a couple of traffic tickets. No, I think they actually have to keep it for a certain amount of time, no matter what. But
you're like, I literally didn't get one thing, especially in rural areas.
But so that's just it. Is, okay, you got to go and you got to transfer all that video and that audio from your body cam into the system and blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? You can have another officer, right, sit there with you and witness you go, that's me taking a dump.
Oh, yeah, right.
For the next 4 minutes.
Yeah,
so I'm going to delete that.
Right.
Okay. That's fair. Because how much body cam footage do you see where it's just this? You don't see him driving down the street. You don't see, even dash cam video.
Right.
But you want to hold them accountable? That's how it's going to happen.
Yeah, man.
To hold police accountable for what they do, because there are so many of them,
of course,
that feel like they're a lot higher and mightier than everybody else around.
What's the thing? Well, and for anyone not in Utah, and probably half the people in Utah, but several years ago, that Highway Patrol broad, Utah Highway Patrol broad, that was kicking people in the dicks left and right for stuff.
Oh yeah, she was the one that got caught with making up fictitious DUIs.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But none of them, they couldn't prove any of them for a long time because she could conveniently turn off her dash cam.
Yeah. Dash cam, body cam,
everything and then else. And click them up.
Yeah, and then it's my word against yours, and I'm a cop, so they're going to believe me first.
Right.
Well, guess what?
No, that's what I mean. I agree. They should not be able to turn them off. Sorry if you had to take a dump or,
sorry.
You beefed in your seat or whatever.
Yeah.
You should not have the ability to turn them on and off at will because, again, proven.
Yep.
This broad was turning her dash cam off and her body cam off.
Yep.
And locking people up for random shit. So she had badass numbers.
Yeah.
And Christ, I think by the time they convicted her, or, whatever, I can't remember now. It's been a handful of years ago.
Well,
But, whatever they ended up doing to her, I mean, she's obviously no longer a highway patrol, but, it was like 165 poor bastards have been put in a clink for fictitious shit because she could just bloop and turn off her camera.
Yeah. And then it's her word against yours. And
and then it's paperwork.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, yeah, I clicked this piece of shit up. And they're like, well, what happened to your dash cam? Well, I don't know. Battery must have died, or, I don't know. I don't know why it turned off.
I must have bumped it. I must have, I must have brushed against it and turned it off.
But here's the paperwork because I said so.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's just it. You want full transparency? The police want full transparency and want to hold everybody accountable for everything.
That's why I love those shows, like 24-hour PD or whatever.
And I don't like those ones because they favor the police. They don't ever show.
Of course.
They don't ever show them. Oh, well, yeah, sorry, bro. You're fine. Go ahead and
of course not. They edit that up because it doesn't make for good TV.
Well, yeah. But that's it. They're just not. There's no transparency there, and those ones are terrible because it's all in the production company and the television stations and everything else. That's you're right. It's all production value.
I'm a sucker for it, but
I don't like them. And as much as I know we need police officers, and a lot of them are good, great, honest people,
the majority.
You know what? It's the same thing. You want to pull somebody over and go, well, your hands are shaking. You're nervous. You must be breaking the law.
Bitch, maybe I got Parkinson's.
Yeah, well, or if I may be nervous because I don't know what you're going to do.
Right.
You are being so secretive about everything that's going on.
Well,
and you're trying to flex on everybody.
Right.
Because you think you're above the law.
Christ.
Of course I am, because the thing is it's like, well, give me your ID and everything else. Well, what did I do wrong? Well, I'll let you know in a minute.
Right.
That's not how this is supposed to work.
Well, I'm half black, so I just comply.
Oh, and you should. And
because I don't want to get tased.
But that's the thing. You should comply with what they're saying because it doesn't, it's just.
Oh, yeah,
it's better to not fight on the side of the road.
Yeah, it's not conducive to a good outcome.
Yeah. But the thing is,
right, wrong, or indifferent,
is if you know you're in the right and you just say, well, I'm just going to pay it and be done with it,
right?
These cops are going to do the same thing. You need to just comply. You need to just comply.
Right.
You need to communicate what is going on.
Yeah.
And you need to not go from 0 to 100 in the blink of an eye for somebody that may just be sitting on a park bench and not doing anything, not saying anything, not bothering anybody. You just have this feeling that he is either doing something wrong or has done something wrong, and you have no proof.
Well,
so you want to go hands-on right out of the gate, and part of the problem is okay, they drug test once in a while. Okay, they can. That's legal. But the thing is how many of those cops that you see in those shows look like they've been pumping the steroids, mainlining them 3 times a day, every day of the week.
What's wrong with steroids?
Yeah.
But no, you're right.
Yeah. There's a whole rage.
Well, they got to hit the
thing.
Gym. They got to be swole, bro.
That doesn't justify a roid rage. That doesn't justify, pre-workout rage.
But in all fairness.
Because that's what they all do. Because they want to tell everybody that they're junkies because you may be nervous that you just got stopped by a cop, so you must be a junkie. But you know what? All those ones that are like that, they're the junkies. They're the ones that are pumping the steroids.
Oh, there's plenty.
Maybe not anabolic, but they're pumping steroids or they're getting their doctors to give them to them because, well, my work. My work requires that I
Well,
I go to the gym and do this. And then they, 27 ounces of pre-workout before they go to work. Well,
pescatarian.
yeah.
No, what I was going to say is, in all fairness, if you're sitting on the park bench in a black leather duster in nothing but Hey Dudes and some pasty white calves.
Okay. Still none of which are against the law.
No, but there's a solid chance that you got some stuff going on underneath that isn't clothing.
So?
And possibly a Bluetooth C-ring.
Yeah.
I had to.
Well, somebody else in the history of this world used to say, well, you need to just comply. You need to just comply. And then he killed, 3 million Jews?
Ow.
That's what just complying gets you. Now, do I think you need to argue and fight on the side of the road? Certainly not.
No. I was going to say.
Comply is the wrong word. You need to
I
cooperate.
can't necessarily agree with what the Bible says.
I don't even know what the Bible got to do with any of that.
That was a terrible Hitler was made up joke. It may or may not have backfired. It was funny in my head. But I agree. Yes, to a point, absolutely I agree.
Do I think comply is the right word? No. Comply is the wrong word. Comply puts a negative connotation to it. You need to cooperate.
Right.
And that's what they need to do is just say, can you please cooperate?
Right.
While we get this figured out. And if there's not a problem, you got nothing to worry about.
Right. And that's what I mean. I wholeheartedly agree. And all terrible jokes aside, I agree. Cooperate is a much better word than comply. And I'll stop trying to make bad jokes for a minute. But I agree. But there are people who are like, no, fuck that,
Oh, you're right. And that's not.
Bro, you're literally just begging to be tased or dragged out of the car.
Yeah.
And right, wrong, or indifferent, I might be right and he might be wrong, but I don't want to goddamn get tased or fucking scabbed up knees or bashed in the head.
No,
Even
agree.
if I win in court because he was in the wrong, I don't want to go through it. So I'd rather just, here's my shit. Here's my license.
I agree.
And I don't care. And if you tell me what I did wrong 10 minutes from now, I want to do this because I don't want to get tased. I don't want to get punched. I don't want to get, what was the TikTok we looked at the other day about something about, I don't want you leaning on my neck.
Yeah.
I just,
here
you go. I don't care.
Yeah, no, you just give it to them and then you fight it out. You fight it out the legal way.
Right.
If they're not going to do things the legal way, fine. They don't. You let them do what they do.
Right, but that's where...
And then you hold them responsible.
Right, but that's where comply and cooperate get jumbled. Because, like even I've told you, Shane and I used to argue about this. He's like, no, fuck that. I'm not going to just comply just because. But you're right. Comply is a bad way to phrase it. Just cooperate.
Well, just cooperate.
Here's my license.
Yeah,
my hands are out my window and plain view, and I'll leave them there until you tell me I don't have to, because you know that I have a CCW, and I may or may not have a weapon, depending on the day or whatever, or where I'm at. Okay, so my hands are out the window because I don't want to get tased or shot or beat up or anything else. So here you go. Here's my shit. I don't care. When you go back to your car and make sure that I don't have warrants and everything else, then I don't even care that you come back at that point and tell me what I may or may not have done wrong, or what you say I may or may not have done wrong. Yeah,
but that even gets into a real gray area, because they don't like to be wrong.
Of course
So
not.
they want your identification because they want to go and find something on you. They're
Of course.
fishing.
Right.
Is it right for them to fish? Absolutely not.
No.
You pulled me for a broken taillight?
Right.
Okay.
But that's
Then
the
you
same
cite
thing
me for the broken taillight, and if you see that there's a warrant, okay, do what you got to do. You know?
Absolutely.
But to go, well, you know, you don't have a broken taillight, but, you know, the address on your driver's license doesn't match the
Right.
address on your vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
And you're supposed to change that, so I'm going to go ahead and take your driver's license. Or I'm going to, you know, the DMV's stripping your registration
Right.
because they don't match. Is
Right.
that right? No, that's not. That's splitting
like you
hairs
said.
because they don't want to be wrong.
Right.
Because
like I said,
they just want you to
if
comply.
they fish your license plate at a stoplight, which
in this state they're not supposed to do.
and I was going to say I don't know how many states, but in this state it's not legal.
No, there are places where they had the cameras now.
Oh yeah,
are plate readers.
Yeah,
and they have them in the cars.
Yeah, and it'll alert them.
Uh-huh.
But like I said, in this state, you know, it's not legal. But I've watched them do it a million times, sitting next to them at a red light.
Yep. And you know why they do it?
Because they can.
No. Well, the reason they do it and the reason they can do it is so many people just comply. And they give it up. They give up the rights.
That's what
and
I
they
say.
don't hold them responsible. Because if it were ever to happen to me, you know what? Yeah, okay. I'm going to cooperate. I'm going to give you what you want. But when it comes down to the fact that you literally infringed on my constitutional rights, I'm taking you to court. And I'm not taking you to court for money because I don't want money.
Yeah, but
I want you to lose your job as a police officer for the rest of your God-given life, period. Because you do not deserve to be a law enforcement officer if that's what you're going to do. You literally you want to sit here and go, well, I can use my computer while I'm driving because I've been trained to do it. I can use my phone when I'm driving because I've been trained to do it. I can use my gun in public, and I can carry my gun in public, and I can carry my taser in public because I've been trained to do it. That's BS. That is BS. I have seen multiple police officers hit other vehicles and people.
Oh, Christian,
because
they're probably just looking at Facebook.
They're probably looking at gay porn.
Ew. Butt stuff.
Yeah. And that's not a cut at gay people. You know, you float that way, you float that way.
Yeah, right.
That's just me. That is a derogatory remark that I probably shouldn't make. But
son of a bitch, I'm canceling you.
Yeah.
But my point is, or at least my view, not my point, but my view is okay. Well, if again, just like we talked about before, if they want to pull you over, they're going to.
Absolutely.
And right, wrong, or indifferent, you can say, well, I didn't do anything wrong. And they say, well, you have a burned out taillight. You're like, okay, well, let me get out and look.
Yeah.
You know, and you go back and look and they're fine. It's still going to be their word against yours.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
but that's why I personally, I feel like, you know, to a point, it's easier to just lay down. And I hate to say that.
No, because it's not lay down. It's cooperate.
Right.
Lay down is just as much as comply. Because the more and more you lay down, the more and more you're going to give them the power to do everything they do now, plus more.
For the last 20 years of my life. But, actually, oh yeah, 18. I did the math the other day. Anyhow. But no, you know, I would just give them my shit. I don't care what they said I did. If you can somehow prove, or you know you didn't do anything wrong, or you can somehow prove that whatever they said you did is bullshit, let them write you the damn ticket or whatever else,
That's
and then
what
you
the court's
go
for.
and you're right.
That's what the court is for.
But again, I would rather not try and justify myself on the side of the road for because I don't want to get tased or beat up. So I'm just saying, you know,
No, I agree.
You said I
agree.
got a dildo hanging out of my tailgate.
Not against the law.
Right, but I don't have a tailgate. But, you know, I'm just, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Write me a ticket.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
if it's a clickable offense, and
Yeah, go ahead.
And we go all the way till I'm in the damn cell, and I know that you have no proof because we know someone who has had this thing.
Yep.
If at the end of the day you have no proof, then it's all going to backfire on you.
Yeah.
But I will go through the motions as much as I don't want to.
Absolutely.
Or it's inconvenient or whatever else. At least I didn't get beat up or tased. And at the end of the day, it's going to backfire on you, not me.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to cost me some hours.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But I don't disagree. And at the end of the day, when it comes down that, you know, he didn't have a leg to stand on, then, well, guess what? Now it's time to go to court.
Right.
And yeah, I'm gonna sue you. As much as I hate sue culture,
right.
I'm gonna sue you, but I don't want money.
Right.
I want you blacklisted from every single police department in this country.
Right.
Period. I don't want you working mall security. I don't want you working
they're the worst.
anything. You know, because that you look at it this way. If a trucker, like long haul trucker,
yeah,
if he gets pulled over too many times and his logbook is wrong,
right,
they strip his license.
Right.
He can no longer have a CDL.
Right.
Okay. I do it. You know, if I break too many laws, driving, period, they take my driver's license.
Right.
You know, it's the, you know, almost every profession, every licensable profession that you do, you know, as a plumber, a plumber, if they bring you up on charges with the licensing board,
doppel,
you know, okay, you have 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 offenses, but at some point then they're just going to take your license from you. Well, if I have to have a license, and maybe I'm wrong on this, but if I have to have a license to be a plumber or an electrician or a heating guy,
right,
or a general contractor, or, you know, a long haul trucker,
right,
or any business owner, or a hairdresser,
right.
I mean, the list is huge that you have to go and get a license from the state,
right,
to do this job.
Right.
Do the cops have to? They have to go through their training. Well, as a plumber, I had to go through school to get mine, and mine takes 4 years.
All right. I don't know.
You know?
Never been a
So
time,
they go and get 6 months of BS training on how to lie to the public covertly.
I don't know if I go that far, but they definitely.
No, it is.
There's
every time a cop looks at you and says, "So, where you headed?" Or "Where are you coming from?"
I know. Yeah, no, that's manipulation.
No, that's lying.
No, it's manipulation.
No,
They're not lying.
Call it what you will.
No, but they're not lying. They're asking you a question, which
to get you to incriminate yourself,
which is manipulation. They're manipulating you into incriminating yourself.
Yeah. Well, they're lying to themselves that they're good people.
Some. I wouldn't say all.
No, not all of them. There are some good ones. I have definitely met some good ones.
Just so you know,
I've met a couple of bad ones. I couldn't give you any names of the good ones, but I can give you every name of the bad one.
Just for the record, I drive a gold Ford Power Stroke.
Right.
or a gold Chevy Duramax. I absolutely do not drive a black SUV.
Do I, well, and that's the thing, is there the majority of all the officers, at least in this state that I have run into, have all been great people.
Yeah.
Have been wonderful people.
Absolutely.
And I have nothing against them. it's those couple of bad ones. And what it boils down to is if you do not want to be lumped into that pile of bad police officers, then you, as a good police officer, need to hold your colleagues responsible.
Absolutely.
Period.
Absolutely.
You know, you want us as citizens to inform you of what other citizens are doing that are bad.
Right.
Okay. So we, as citizens, we want you to inform your higher ups and the cities and the counties of which officers are not doing their jobs correctly.
Right.
You know, that's bottom line. Because
well,
until they start holding each other accountable for things, it's never going to change.
Of course. And but it's not just LEO. That's all government officials.
Absolutely.
More importantly, the top. I have to pee again, but so I was going to try and wind it down. But
yeah, no, it's probably getting about that.
Yeah, it sounds like we kind of been beating on cops for a minute. No, this.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not necessarily beating on all the cops. I'm beating on the ones that feel like they are above the law and that they are above the average citizen and feel like they can just do whatever they want.
Right, but
that's because it's people break the law.
But that's
those
why
people should be held accountable.
Steer it as you haven't been beating off cops. You might have been beating on cops, but you weren't beating off cops.
Yeah, well.
And not tonight. But what I was driving is this needs to be taken into everyone.
Absolutely.
Especially government officials, especially Washington government officials.
Absolutely. They need to be held just as accountable.
It's obscene
for the things that they're doing.
And we talked about this earlier, not on the podcast, but man, the next couple months are going to be wild. And I don't.
Yeah, no, here coming.
I'm in my feels about it.
33, 34 days.
Jesus.
It's going to be. It's going to be a mess around here. No matter which way it goes, it's going to be a mess.
Yeah,
and a lot of it is what it is, and this is how the system works.
Yes.
and that's the way it is. But what people got to realize is, they want to blame Donald Trump for this insurrection and this storming of the Capitol. Okay, did those people do something they probably shouldn't have done? Yeah, there was probably some that just went a little off the rails and everything else. But on the same token, you want to blame that, on Republicans and everything else. Okay, it was Republicans.
No, it was it was the MAGA people.
Yeah, well, now they're referring to everybody as MAGA Republicans.
Christ.
And it's disgusting. But the thing is okay, they may have stormed the Capitol, but they didn't burn entire cities over it. They didn't blow up, or they didn't block highways.
Right.
They didn't, didn't, break into federal buildings, just in rural Iowa, and places like, I want
to go
it's
on
just
the record
like
saying that
everybody's going to flow up.
I didn't get a TV from Target.
Yeah.
During the lootings.
Yeah. And, were those the ones that, were looting necessarily Democrats? I don't think so. Probably not. Maybe there were some. But, they were just taking advantage of a terrible situation because there were so many people that were throwing an absolute temper tantrum.
Right.
They were laying in the street, kicking and screaming because they didn't get what they wanted.
Right.
Well, you know what? you learned as you went through school, this is how the system works. If you can't, if you can't just go, well, my guy didn't win, I'm going to have to try harder next time.
Right.
Okay, that's the way it should be.
Yeah, you don't get to go
You
out
can
and
disagree with
firebomb shit and bash windows out with a baseball bat because your dude didn't win or your chick didn't win.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You've got to go off.
You've got to go, okay, my guy didn't win. So when they start putting the laws, the bills in that I don't like and everything, you need to be calling your senators and calling your congressmen and writing the letters and making your voice heard that way.
Yeah.
That is the way you do it.
Right.
And you fight that way because you get enough people on your side that way. There's nothing that president can do to override it.
Right.
That's why we have the system we have.
Right. But to just full on act like a little bitch and go out and bust windows or start fires or anything else.
Yeah. And
we could go off on this for hours because in my opinion,
the other ones did it.
You don't want to know my opinion of the people that do that shit.
Oh, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. Just understand that this is what participation trophies have basically built in this country.
Oh, yeah.
It's not fair. Well, guess what? Life ain't fair, folks. Life sucks.
Life ain't fair. Life sucks. And
you're not always going to win.
And nothing's fucking free.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing's free.
I've taught my kids that their entire lives. And they're like, well, air is free. I was like, meh. To a point.
Yeah.
You can breathe for free, depending on where you are, or, but there are situations where ultimately,
no, it's not.
In one way or another, you're gonna pay.
Yeah. Yeah. The air might be free, but being able to keep breathing it is not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it boils down to. But the thing is, life ain't fair.
No.
Life is not fair. We have all had our times where we got dealt a crappy hand and we got the short end of the stick. But you know what? You try and get up and fight harder for the next time and use it as living experience and and make your life better down the road.
Yeah.
So
and there's we've had this stuff Brazilians at times, over 30 some odd years. And I hate to say it. I still hate to say it to this day, but it still rings. I hate to say it because of the source, my father. I don't hate to say it because of that. I hate to say it because I don't want to become my father. No, I don't think anyone does. Some people maybe, but I am my own person. But my entire life, he used to tell me, life is a harsh mistress.
Absolutely.
And now, me being a dad, I'm like, well, guys, life is shit, Ryan, don't say it. Because I just don't want to, but at the end of the day, it's true.
Oh, it is. Life sucks.
Yeah.
Life sucks. Life ain't fair.
Right.
Get over it.
Yeah.
You know what? You don't want it to suck and you want it to be fair. Okay. Realize that there are only so many things that you can make fair.
Well, there's only so many things that you can control.
Yeah. Absolutely.
We talked about it earlier. All we're doing is what we can with the cards we were damn dealt. Again, right, wrong, or indifferent. Yeah, we work.
Yeah, but the way we're going to make this life and this country any better for anybody is for people across the board, no matter what. Stop being so judgmental towards everybody else or anybody else. You know what? Okay, this person wants to, be a furry. Great. Have fun with it.
Right.
You do you.
Yeah, you don't have to agree.
Yeah, you do you. But please understand that I may not like it and I may not want it around me, so I'm going to go somewhere else.
Right.
But that's not me saying you're a bad person.
No.
That's me just saying, you know what? You do you. I'm going to do me, but I'm going to do me over there.
But also don't, and this is, Christ, again, we could go on for hours, but also don't tell me I'm a piece of shit because I refuse to
pander to the things that you expect.
Because I won't use your one of 82 genders that you prefer to be called.
Yeah, your pronouns and everything else.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Pronouns.
Tell you what. You tell me what your name is, and I will just refer to you by your name.
Yeah. Bob.
I don't care what that is. I don't care if your name is, Princess Zim.
Charmander.
Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
I will call you that because we should have a mutual respect for people.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck if you're wearing a butt plug with a fur, or a tail and some cat ears and you shit in a litter box.
Yeah.
It won't be in my presence.
Yeah. Nor will it be in my children's. But just as much as you don't want me to be offended at what you're doing, you cannot be offended at me for saying, I would rather not have my children see that at this point in their lives.
All right. But
so,
yes. As much
when they're old enough to make their own decisions, that's fine with me.
Absolutely. But as much as you demand that I accept your pronoun or your whatever you're doing, I demand that you don't tell me I have to.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You want it's a mutual respect.
Yeah.
You want respect from me? I will be glad to give it to you.
I'm Ryan, you're Charmander. Don't shit in the lawn while we're talking.
Yeah. You want to have
a litter box?
You want to have a litter box in your house?
Yeah.
Great.
Tear it up.
Fire it up. But if you want to come over and hang out in my shop, fantastic. But guess what we're not going to put in because you think one needs to be here.
Right. And we've had this discussion before, but yeah.
That's just the way it's a mutual respect. But in that mutual respect, realize that just in society, there are probably some things that you really shouldn't do in public, where everybody's around. You want to do it at home? Fine. Do it at home. Don't care.
Eat.
Huh?
Was it eat?
Eat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
whatever.
I do a lot of other stuff in public.
Yeah. But it boils down. It boils down to what we've said before. You know what? Just be better people. Just be nicer to people.
Yep.
Be less judgmental. Be more accepting.
ELE.
Everybody. On both sides of every fence.
Yep.
Just realize that people have the right to do what they want to do. If they want to be called a chicken, let them be a chicken. Okay.
Right.
But even chickens have names.
Yeah.
So, if we just learn to call people by names and have a mutual respect and just go, hey, Bill. Hey, Fred.
Right.
Hey, John.
Bob.
Charmander. Okay.
Charmander.
You want me to call you, Princess Fiona from the Apple Galaxy? Okay, great. Fantastic.
Yeah.
How about I just call you Fiona?
Yeah.
Can we shorten that? Because that's a lot of words to say, and I'm not that bright.
Fee.
Yeah.
Just fee.
Yeah. So, just work hard.
Fee rhymes P, which I have to, so.
Yeah. Well, let's wrap it up.
Yep.
We'll call it an evening, and next week you can all hear Noelle again and her fantastic radio voice, podcast
Yeah,
voice
she's
that gets everybody bricked up.
Yeah, she's got a great voice.
So,
absolutely. Well, I think we've
we
successfully ran the gamut of
we beat that horse to death.
Well, I needed something to eat, so
yeah,
I'm gonna throw it on the grill now that it's dead.
Right.
But like always, kids, hope you had fun.
Yep, it's been a good one.
Yeah, it was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it, as always.
Yeah. Oh, one thing we're going to put out there is, you got something you want to talk about, or you want to be on the show.
Yeah.
And talk about something you got going on. Just get the word out as best we can. We're glad to help facilitate that. We're hoping soon to have a person on that has a foundation that helps women for, what was it? Adoption type of thing.
Yeah.
We're thinking about, we're talking to her.
I was trying to hurry and look at the name. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Let's get her name out there.
Well, maybe not hers, but at least
the name of the foundation.
The foundation.
But, that's a
lifeafterplacement.org.
Yeah. Yeah. Helping, what I would assume is both
women,
sides of the adoption.
Yeah, probably. Absolutely.
Adoption process. And so after they've been adopted and before you get, adopt a child, or I honestly don't know, because I haven't spoken to her. Yeah. Giving up one.
Giving up a child for adoption.
And I have a connection to that. Not that I've given up any. Well, not willfully given up any of my children.
I have given up millions.
Yeah,
either to the shower or
a sock. But I do have a connection to that, and I do feel that is. It's an important thing.
Absolutely.
And it's good to, people need some of this knowledge, and there's people out there that need some help with that, because it is a difficult thing.
Absolutely.
To do. And
so we're in the talks with her about bringing her on to talk about that. And
yeah, so stay tuned. We'll try and give you maybe the episode before we have her on. We'll let you know, so you can stay tuned. And, if you've got something that's close to your heart that you feel is important, reach out to us.
Not your pacemaker.
Yeah. Reach out to us, and we would love to help you get any of that word on there. I hate reading books. I do. I have a hard time. I don't like reading, period. I don't even read that red thing at the end of the road while I'm driving. That's how much I hate to read.
Right.
But so for me, a lot of my knowledge comes from talking to people.
Of course.
And I crave that kind of knowledge.
Connections.
And connections to people.
Absolutely.
And if we can facilitate any sort of help, in our unfinanced state, being, we don't have a lot.
This is all we got.
So you know what? Drop us a line, blowedoutpodcast@gmail.com, and let us know. Let's set something up. We'll get you here in the studio, and we will let you talk about it to your heart's content.
Absolutely.
And
we
will
have
do
extra podcast pants.
Yeah. Bring your podcast pants, and it'll just be pants off, dance off.
Pants.
Yep. But it very important. Everything. The adoption thing to me is important.
Absolutely.
And
it's a great thing.
It is. It's a wonderful, great thing.
We're gonna figure that out and get her on and talk about it. And
so everybody else, drop us a line if you
want to advertise.
If
you want a natural light,
say what are your thoughts on this?
If you need more,
if you want to criticize, If you want to criticize anything, we say, please do, because we don't get a lot of feedback other than the couple of people that we do talk to now and again. So if we've said something that pissed you off,
I did get a bag of dog shit on my porch the other day, but I'm not convinced it wasn't one of my kids and my dog shit. So
I DoorDashed that to you.
Well, thank you, sir.
Came from Asmart.
Right? I thought it smelled like Labrador.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right, kids.
But
advertise anything.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
Yeah. Stay happy.
Love one another, for Christ's
If we
sakes.
can help you, we'll help you however we can. Love everybody.
Be good humans.
And be good people. Say hi to somebody randomly. Just be like, hey man, how you doing? Open the door for them.
Yeah.
If somebody opens the door for you, say thank you. And be genuine. Be, if
I show my titties to random people all the time.
I do too.
And it makes them smile.
Yeah. Me too.
Probably because they're big.
Yeah.
But,
Biggins.
yeah. Yep.
That's fair.
Jugs.
Yeah.
Mugs.
Man jugs.
All right, kids.
So.
Hope you enjoyed it.
Yep. Have a good one.
We'll
He's
talk to
gonna
you
go.
soon.
He's gonna go pee before he blows
bad.
up. So.
Yeah, I'm pinching. Okay. Love
Night,
you guys.
everybody.
Cheers.